only thing I have to say about that is this. A lie has wings, and the truth has feet. That's why a lie can fly all over town and get there first, okay? The truth moves slowly, but when it gets there, it'll stand on its own, so we don't know the outcome of that, right? And, you know, I know the lie and the truth went swimming one time. And the lie got out of the water first and dressed up in the truth's clothing and went into town. So when the truth got out of the water and realized that the lie had dressed up in its clothing, he said, before I put on the liar's clothing, I'll be the naked truth. So, you know, in time, these things, just like Lance Armstrong, whether it's true or false, these things eventually will, you know, unfold themselves. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of forces out there that will not let this go. So I think it's just the beginning of something, whether it's true or whether it's untrue. Right now, it's not a good time for me to dwell on it, but it's for me to call the, you know, my life span and all the things that have accumulated in my life, and know that at some point, I mean, I was hurt when Lance Armstrong found out, you know, because I like successful stories, and I mean, you know, but look how easy it is for a human to justify within himself that even though I'm doing wrong, I'm also able to reach and bless and encourage a lot of other people off of the success, right? That's why the book of King James says the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. You see, eventually it comes back, you see. So time will tell that situation. It's unfortunate it came out now, but my focus is really not there. You know, if you have a entity as big as USADA, and if they subjected themselves to that and violated their own rules, then I think they should be scrutinized and punished even worse than whoever the accused is, because you can only get away with what you're allowed to get away with. So we'll just have to see how it unfolds.
You got to make yourself aware of what goes on after the win tomorrow, because a lot of this thing is allegedly hydrated after the weigh-in for dehydration, and we're going to be making sure that something like that doesn't happen.
That's out of my control. You know, unless I call in my homies and we all got AK-47 and say, look man, we're going to your house and we're going to stick with you until you walk into the ring. You know, it's out of my control. So that's something they have to deal with.